All right. We're good to go here, I guess. As you can see, I couldn't decide on a version to stream. So we'll just go through all of them. And I mean, the Game Boy Color one is a really cool port, and it's spoken of, it has high praises for the Game Boy Color version. Super Famicom was the first remake of it. It's not available on SNES, but there is a fan translation. NES is the original. You know, you can't leave that out. And the Switch mobile version, I guess, is just worth seeing how it visually compares, being a mobile version. But yeah, I couldn't decide. There's just something about each version for a stream, we might as well not leave out. And I think it's helpful too, because I am unfamiliar with Dragon Quest III. As I am, all of my focus is still on Persona 5 at the moment. So this stream is something I just have been working on for the last 48 hours. For the last 2 days, I've been working on setting this up and how I'm gonna go about it. For my ease, we should just, I say at this point, fuck it, just delve in. I know some info, but I'm not gonna, from my commentary, it's not gonna be as reliable of info, where you're just gonna have to see the visual comparisons and go from there, and analyze from there. Full port review will happen. A full port review will happen. I don't know if it'll be in December, I hope so, or January at the latest. But there will be a full port review, and by then, I'll have played and be significantly more familiarized with everything here. For now, I have rudimentary understanding of some things. Not a whole lot that I'm too confident in. But there is too much here to... If I wanted to be more prepared, it would take a lot longer of time. I say we just get into it and look at all these games. We're gonna go through them individually. They're all here individually set up. They're all here individually. We're not gonna play all of them together. We'll be going through each one separately. As to not what I get a text about. All right. So I would like to finish a dungeon. That would be nice. It is hard to judge how this is gonna go, because Persona 3 stop texting me. Persona 3 is a different beast entirely. Especially because Persona 3, we had to sit through a lot of cutscenes. This is an NES game. It has more text than you would expect for an NES game, but it is still an NES game. And I say that more in comparison to 3, or to Persona 3. Because for an NES game also, it's a really dense game, and packed in. Like, the average playthrough of this game could be 30 hours, still on NES. So that's pretty damn decent. 91. Yeah, this is this is multiple years into the NES lifespan. Final Fantasy 1 had to, I mean, we'll see it as we go in. Let me just make it sweet and a blue sky post, whatever the hell we want to call that, first, and then we'll get started. And you may notice, why isn't the NES version sitting on sitting in that little area that everyone else is in, and we'll get to that in a moment. I have a party picked out here. I was gonna do between all of them. Let's see. We'll pick up Thief when Thief is introduced, and then we'll have Monster Wrangler in 2D-HD, HD 2D, as that is the new job to, that's the new job for, I gotta mute myself here. That's the new job for Dragon Quest HD 2D, is Monster Wrangler. Excuse me, hold on. That's good there. All right, now I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, we'll for 4 through 10, it would probably be spotty. At that point, I think, well, let me get started here. The good thing is there is no voice acting up until HD 2D, so I can talk over this for a lot of it. That's the music fizz from the Elgato there. I would like to do more Dragon Quest games. I don't know if we'll end up with all of them. Probably will at some point. Dragon Quest is up there with the requests I get, and for the most part, I do want to get to them. Personally, after these 3 games, I want to play 5, 7, and 8 have been the ones I've heard the most about. I especially want to play 8. 8 would be a great one to play. So with those ones, for sure. Can't leave out at that point, I might as well do all of them. We'll see how it goes, though. I don't know if I should do them all at once, because doing all Persona at once has been extremely exhausting, and as I've said in the last few streams, I'm burnt out on SMT games now. Between doing all these Persona games on top of Metaphor coming out, and then trying to cram time in for Metaphor for that video, that sponsored video, that was a lot. Also, that was an impressive cutscene for the NES. It was cool that they took the liberty of Dragon Quest VII being on PS1 and then being able to do so much with it. But man, that's a hell of a one to go back to. Just to show it, what happens when you use the name Erdrick, as we know, as his name. The game says, input your name. Okay. So we'll do Austin for all of them, except the Game Boy Color, because the Game Boy Color only lets you use 4 letters. A lot of time for sight. Oh yeah, that was part of that. Yeah, I would have to, that's especially why, like, I can't imagine if I was doing Dragon Quest 3, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I get to 8, all in a row. I would be, extremely burnt out, because I'm not just playing them, I'm doing these videos for them. My entire playthroughs of these games are going to be archived. Oh god, that shimmering is bad. Why is it shimmering? It's integer scaled. What's going on here? Hold on, that's not right. Huh. Well, I'm gonna screw up the large layout. I guess just because, it is integer scale, but I guess the point filtering on OBS isn't as good as I thought it was. That's bothering the hell out of me. Damn it, man. So this is where, this will be good for the NES. Well, let me check the full layout. What does the full layout do with this? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, well, that full layout was cute while it lasted. Anyway, SNES version now. Which, I guess, to get started, I'll just make the window larger now. How annoying. There's a fan translation many years ago, and then there was a, a bug fix patch for it a couple years ago. So if you look for the SNES version, you're probably going to want to be playing the bug fixed version. It's the same translation. It's the same fan translation. They just did bug fixes because there were game-breaking bugs in that fan translation for over a decade. Xenoblade X? Yeah, that's on my list to do, yeah. I'm so, like... I should probably... I was thinking about it. I was talking about how last stream I would probably try to continue working in January because of Xenoblade X. But I'm burnt out, man. Because I've had to do all these Persona games, I need a little time to just breathe. In general. So I might have to take I hope at least the most a month. Does anyone know if the other versions have cutscenes? Because I've let them sit on these screens and I don't think they've done the same cutscene as the NES version. Yeah, the sound that they got, What's-His-Face got out of the SNES sound chip is extremely impressive. This is what reminds me about what makes Uematsu's music is so good. It's just impressive what they're doing with the hardware at the time and what the capabilities are. You know, they're working around and utilizing limitations. And it's just, the result is something that ages extremely well. So impressive. Anyway, let me see here. So many remasters and remakes coming out. Yep, and they just don't stop. I've got an endless list of things I could do on this channel. So that opening cutscene isn't in the game? Isn't it anything else outside of NES? Oh, Tales of, yeah, I got that to look forward to too. God damn. Here, let me erase my test one. Once again. Austin. Yeah. There. Had to send samples and Nintendo would convert them and you'd better hope the quality is good. That's interesting. I didn't know that. It did sound like samples. So here it worked out. Oh, sorry. I read Tales and I freaked out because there is a Tales remaster on the way. Next year. Tales of Fantasia impresses me on sound due to getting vocal song on SNES. That is impressive. So anyway, the other games outside of the NES, starting at this SNES remake, open on this opening. This opening is a personality test. The personality test determines your stat growth through the game, and it determines a lot. It's really important. So I pulled up on an easy plan of what I'm doing. I'm saying my plan is, let's see here. And how I should explain this, how this personality test goes, because it seemingly seems like the questions are random. And courtesy of Strategy Wiki, here is the flowchart of the questions I'm about to be asked and how it goes. So you can have something that'll simply tell you how to navigate this flowchart. But that's how it goes, and that's what they set up for this. Real name. It will ask the player's name. I don't know if it does anything with this info, because it also wants your month and date. Still better than Dragon Quest 1 using your name as the thing that determines your stat growths. I was seeing something about that regarding the recruitable party members in 3, though. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is in 3. But it was regarding the... And this was relevant to the speedrun. This might not have to do with the stat growth in 3's party members. So, 1 using your name for that's really funny and fucked up. and Star Ocean are the only two SNES games that use a 48 megabit cartridge, right? JP, Dragon Quest 1 has no saves. I didn't know that. Or did I know that? Why didn't it have saves? That was after Zelda 1, wasn't it? And it wasn't on the disc system. It was Famicom, but not Famicom disc. Let's see. Say yes to every question except if your opinion differs. And we have to keep in mind how these names translate. Or how these questions translate. Here we go. No to that. Physical activity, no. And yes for the rest. It only had one sprite for all characters. Sounds like I'm in for a time. Didn't they have that giant password voice of recollection or whatever it was called? Oh, that's... did that start in Dragon Quest 1 in Japan? The password thing? I probably said that in the video, too. So after you answer all those questions, you're thrown into a short little imaginary scenario. And this also continues to play a role into your stat growth, depending on how you go about the scenario it throws you in. Yeah, you talk to the king to save, outside of Japan, I guess. In US, yep. Sorry, I read your message out of order. Yeah, I'll just read it full. Even in the US version of Dragon Quest 1, there is only one save point. At the very start of the game, you talk to the king to save. Yes. You do save, what is it? You can do that here, too, in Dragon Quest 3. But at least even starting at SNES, you can save elsewhere. I mean, you want to save, backtrack, yep. Or keep that console on. We would do that. We would do that with the... I don't know how it kept happening. We either lost memory cards or memory cards would get corrupted. I have no clue how that would happen. But we kept doing it. So with some, like, GameCube games, it just kept it on. Remember that with GameCube? I guess that was really the only one. Maybe PS2. Oh, we probably did that with PS1 as well. The 8-bit version of Dragon Quest 2 is very hard. I've heard that the HD 2D version of this is a bit easier. So I'm considering with the HD 2D version going for a different personality that will build more strength growth. I believe you can influence the personalities later. You're not tied to them permanently. I don't think so. I do believe you have influence over it afterwards. I believe. Not confident in that. Dragon Quest 1 holds up with how small and short it is. Even going back to the king isn't a big deal. Right. But, how many remakes into Dragon Quest 1 before they changed that? Well, I guess that would have been right away, as soon as there was a battery. Excuse me. Okay. Question? Well, we'll just leave that there. And then... Game Boy Color. Game Boy Color. Which, I guess I'm going to, once again, change the window size for. Well, the point filtering's working there. Yeah, it's in the movement. So OBS's point filter is good until you have movement. Damn. I have to keep that in mind. That sucks. That ruins this whole layout, because all the games were like their native sizes, and that's how I made this layout. But I have to make the windows larger just so they look good in motion on stream. Well, that's unfortunate. So anyway, yeah, this Game Boy Color port is widely regarded. Oh yeah, let me start back at the name. I did name him Rick because you can't fit, you only get 4 characters. Hello, Ernest, welcome. Dragon Quest 2 had a completely useless party member, bad pacing, and wasn't playtested. The mobile remake is much better, but still very flawed, so I hope next year's Dragon Quest 1-2 HD 2D remake will fix Dragon Quest 2. Hopefully. Has it had any other versions besides mobile and OG? Not turning off the console reminded me of the guy in Japan who kept the Super Famicom for 20 years because he was afraid to lose his Umihara Kawase progress. Sorry, I'm just copying the name there. Oh yeah, I can't exit out without pausing the game. What is that game? Umihara, what is that? I can't Google it. I could, but I don't want to keep pausing the stream. That gets annoying. Oh shit, I activated my phone. Oh, sorry. Oh, wrong way. I realized that was an auto-playing cutscene. Here we go. So NES and Game Boy Color had an opening, but SNES didn't? 1 and 2, SNES and Game Boy Color remakes. I haven't played them. Thack, is it really called Thack? It's not like Thwack. Thack is a silly name. I'm not entirely surprised though. I think the Dragon Quest localization is so incredibly charming. His spell, okay. Almost given the benefit of the doubt. That's what I do like about, immediately what I could tell from HD 2D, and it reminded me of how well Dragon Quest XI did. But Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D, and I guess all these other HD 2D games, will be great and really familiar if you're coming from 11 or 11S. Either one. But some of that is just because it's Dragon Quest in general, but there is a good level of familiarity from it also building upon 11 at the same time. Shugiyama, that was it, yeah. Some of the NES and Game Boy Color have been... I mean, this is still great, but the SNES version is so good sounding. My thing with it though is I've heard a lot of these songs already. And man, I've already heard them for 20 hours per song. $20 to $50 hours per song. This is a wildly long intro. Anyone not in the know? Due to a glitch in the AI in 4, Kirill would prioritize using Thwack over literally any other spell because it viewed it as the highest damaging spell available to him. He would literally try and fail to use Thwack to the point where your party would die. And in the original release of 4, there was no turning the AI off. Yeah, that's right. I don't want to say Dragon Quest was the... It's very possible Dragon Quest was the first series with AI party members. They for sure, Dragon Quest for sure pioneered it. As far as I know. Yeah, exactly, from Dragon Quest 11. So once you got the hero, your other party members would do as they pleased. Well, this is a long-ass cutscene, however, this is really impressive that they made it this long. Goddamn. That is so insane that there is a Game Boy Color game that's showing budget this hard, or this high. That's crazy. Well, now the context of this in 3D-HD 2D makes more sense. That's one way of putting it. So even okay, I was gonna say. Not liking undoing all of Act 2. I agree. I finished it. I did finish Dragon Quest 11, but I didn't like that part. I wasn't big on it. It was cool. At the very, very, very end, it's dope. But that was a drop point from me. Hurt my interest a bit. Still, it hurt my interest, but I still finished it. Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 Game Boy Color ports getting rave reviews, and it's easy to see why, man. Exactly, it was a good ending for me. Well, and I only really, like, talk about it because I had heard hype for that part, for after Act 2. I almost wonder, was that hype misplaced, or were they talking about the end of Act 1? Because that was still good, that was still great. Oh boy. Delete files. We got medals in here. The medals, to my understanding, come from a minigame. That minigame is not in... I don't know if the Switch version has it. HD 2D does not have the minigame that is in the Game Boy Color version. And the medals from it are found elsewhere around the world. Now we get to the familiarity. My favorite thing about Dragon Quest, and it doesn't... Yes. Is how it, with dialogue and text boxes in Dragon Quest, you can use any button on the controller to progress dialogue. Which made me understand why in Pokemon games, there is an option for the L button to act as the A button. And after playing Dragon Quest, it's like, oh, this makes a lot of sense why Pokemon has always done that too. It's just kind of comforting, and it lets you play one-handed if you're doing something else. I use it a lot with, not Scarlet and Violet, because it's not an option in Scarlet and Violet, but Sword and Shield. Because you could just play with one Joy-Con. That let you play Pokemon with one Joy-Con, because they also had to let you play with that silly Pokeball peripheral. Let's see. Disagreement. Yeah, yep. Yep. Yes. Yes. Yeah, we're fine, we're fine. Here we go. No. No. And yes for the rest. Hard for me to judge Dragon Quest XI Act 3 fairly since I played Draconian hard enemies. It was a good challenge. Oh yeah, we mean story. The gameplay was perfectly fine. Yeah, that was fine. I was fine with that. Actually, you know what? It's also fitting all of this game in, and then on top of that, putting in new things like the minigame. That's insane for a Game Boy Color game. That's actually really crazy in like complete perspective. Like, this is kind of wild that they fit all this here into one Game Boy Color cart. I think it's also cool that it was localized. But yeah, it was hyped up to me, or it was hyped up for me. So it set my expectations too high in regards to 11's twists. And the only one that I came out of, like, really think it was cool was, like, at the end of Act 1 and how that goes, that's cool. Especially in 11S. And then at the very, very, very end, that was also cool. Yeah, the other stuff at the end of Act 2. It took some of the impact out for me, basically. Watch a video called "The Entire History of JRPGs." I saw that in my recommended. I didn't start it, but it was something to watch. I am curious because it was a decently length video. So yeah, we are starting at excuse me. We are at 32 minutes and we have not entered the King's Castle. A jerk's an understatement. But yeah. Let's see. Man, this would be nice to do like the full layout if I didn't have everything not fit now. I guess I can, let's see here. I can manually resize them. Close enough, right? Yeah, that's not close enough. The only person being picky about it's me, I guess. Because I'm the one that made it. Shit. There we go. I don't know how the NES one got so off track. Well, we have that. Now we can go to Switch version. And yeah, that figures. Don't like the mobile sprites. I don't either. I think it's wild how much praise there must be something to these mobile versions though, because they get a lot of praise. Especially compared to the Final Fantasy mobile ports. I think it would have to do with the content. It is at least playable, and it's got autosaves. Oh shit, yeah. Let it. Is there? I don't know if there's a intro. Or yeah, I don't know if there's an opening cutscene to the mobile version. Yeah, compared to the other ones, absolute gold. Yeah. Feels like you're playing an old Newgrounds Dragon Quest fan game. Yeah. And this version's not on, this one's not on PC. At least if there was a PC one, it might have been spruced up. The thing is, though, I don't know what others... If there were any prior recreations of the sprites, like some of the Final Fantasy sprites that they retrofitted into the mobile PC ports is from Brave Exvius, the mobile game. And I'm sure there's some other Dragon Quest material post 3 that has all of 3's classes as sprites and detailed enough. Hold on, we're at the end of the song. Let's see what happens. Okay. No intro again. Also, this is 30 FPS. Insane. I don't know if it's 30 FPS on mobile, though. On Switch, it's 30 FPS. There we go. Drawn portraits, because a few people like it for the drawn portraits of enemies. We'll check that out then, actually. I would like to see that. This one, they didn't add on or redraw the sprite detail, so they cropped it. Hey. That means I'm an Aries, yes. Stuttering is least noticeable of the 3 games on the mobile ports. Well, I guess that's something. I find Square weird when it comes to de novo. Some games have it and some don't. Does Dragon Quest 3 not have it? Or, Dragon Quest 3 or... Yes, it does. That I was gonna say, that and Romancing Saga recently both had it, right? Which game didn't? Final Fantasy does not. Oh, the Pixel remasters, right? Huh. Yeah, that's true. Question, shit, Kingdom Hearts. That is an interesting one, too, for Kingdom Hearts. No. There we go. You know, the idea with de novo, at least now, is to... De novo is like a subscription. I don't know if it's like that anymore, because I have seen some companies not start removing it. But de novo is subscription, so some companies will take de novo out because they don't want to keep paying for it for that game. Because it's only to prevent piracy at launch, and then it serves its purpose when everyone buys it. So sometimes they take it out. Sega most often takes it out. No 8-way movement, it's still 4-way movement. Oh, they get the length of the Game Boy Color one here, where it's just at the side here. Where have they all been? It's the exit's further away in HD 2D, as we'll see. Changes Skies of Arcadia, the encounter rate's a tad high. I really like in remakes of older games when they put the enemies in the overworld. Like Star Ocean 2. I really like when they do that. Dragon Quest XI is also a good example of that. I like that a lot compared to random encounters. I don't mind random encounters, but I do definitely prefer the overworld enemies. For sure. All the delistings from Sega of something RPG related comes from that. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. What did they delist? 8 3DS had that too? Damn, man. Why is it stuck on 3DS? Whatever. Makes grindy fairly mindless. If it's like a, well, I mean, you can, for sure, like in Persona, they make sure it's a set amount. But I do like grinding. But one of my favorite games to grind in, the game that I grinded in that I realized, man, I like doing this. This is comfortable. I like JRPGs a lot. That was Final Fantasy XII. That has overworld enemies, and that's running between them. But yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, I gotta restart the game now. No, not even a pause menu there. Real quick here, are we running... this is an Unreal 4 game. Dragon Quest 3, yeah. And... HD 2D is on... HD 2D is on PS5, Xbox Series, Switch, somehow, and PC. It's not on PS4. It's not on PS1. I don't know why it's not on PS4 if it's on Switch. That one's a little... That's a interesting choice. Anyway, yeah, I love grinding too. But I like grinding when there is a proper reward and it's paced well. And Final Fantasy XII is a great example of that. Okay. This one's opening is unskippable, so. Fuck it. Oh, by the way, it's capped at 60 FPS. No ultra wide support. This is if you look at the requirements, it's extremely low for this game, which is all the more confusing as to why it's not on PS4. Japanese Switch physical version has a reversible cover. Nice. I like when they do that. Especially if they have something more experimental for box art. You might as well, when the deciding factor for how you... by the way, yeah, it's still hero and heroine, so... the appearance thing has no other impact other than that choice there. Objectives on the map? Yes, please. Difficulty mode. For those who want to breeze through battles and savor the story, switch this if you find the goings got too tough. Dragon Quest, for those who want a fair challenge, if you're not sure which difficulty is for you, give this one a try. And Draconian, for those who want a real challenge, you'll face stronger foes and earn fewer experience and gold. So... still referred to with the same pronouns. It doesn't change. It doesn't change any of the script, essentially. So it's a whatever change.
If you can hear me.
Also, there's voice acting.
Yes, come this way.
I'm catching up here after I read all that. All classes in FF5 Pixel Remaster. I did a lot. FF5 is a really fun game. It is actually my favorite 2D one. And then 6. It's the original SNES cover. The SNES cover? So is it this? There on the left? Excuse me. If it's this, that's really sick. The Super Famicom art. That's really sick. Yeah, oh, that's dope. Hold A button for sprinting. We got sprinting now. When I was playtesting, I had a little weird, it wasn't a consistent stutter. It was like every, like, minute, it would just, like, very, very brief pause for a couple frames, but it was fucking annoying, so I turned VSync off and used the NVIDIA control panel for VSync. This part is not voiced. How long till the Nouveau gone? Does Star Ocean 2 remake still have it? Oh, I said no. It fucking... It switches the controls. The confirm button. So I was just playing all those versions where the confirm button was the right face button, and now it is the Xbox A button. There is an option to change that, though. Thankfully. That can be changed. Yeah, I wouldn't count on it going away, so if de nouveau is a concern, you're gonna be looking at console. Or quote-unquote console, but that's up to you. Right. Oh shit, that's right. Say yes to every question. Leave the village, sparing everyone but the warrior. Yeah, let's do it. Say yes to every question. It is the full title, yeah. Or sometimes they'll also put in like there will be a trademark, and then there will be a rights reserved, and then there will be a copyright. Yeah, Square does that. Pretty sure Pokemon does. Leave the village while sparing everyone but the warrior who accosts you. Still can't pause. Unreal is fine, doesn't matter hardware, it keeps stuttering. I'm pretty sure it's UE4. This for sure oh yeah, remember how long ago they no, I'm thinking of Dragon Quest 12, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's 4. I don't think Switch could run UE5. And with how low the game's requirements are. Leonek. Alright, we're out of here. It is still doing it. Switch 2 thoughts. I can't wait. They need to, I'm excited for it. I've actually been holding off on multiple games until the Switch 2 comes out just to play them at better performance or resolution. If other means of playing Switch games on your PC are indication about how well they could actually look, with nothing but of stable performance and resolution boost, then it'll be worth the wait. There's some games that are crazy that they just are the way they are. The Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, that's what I'm waiting on. All the Xenoblade expansions. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully X gets a Switch 2 upgrade, because that's how I want to play it. However, for Monolith to get Xenoblade X running on Wii U, that's not, I'm not surprised. They're wizards. They can do whatever they want.
Oh.
There is an auto progress option for cutscenes, but it is not enabled by default. So I have to press A for a bit here. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . So they go through this way faster than Game Boy Color did.
Well, no time like the present.
I know.
They don't show the volcano scene, though. I think it's a weird omission for the volcano scene. I think just for the start of the game, they want you to start from this understanding of it. There's no way that volcano scene won't be in later in the game. There's no way they left the volcano scene out. But it's not here. They reduced the sharpening filter. Right, yeah, by Xenoblade 3 and probably by Torna, they figured out really well how to do that.
Cooey! Wakey, wakey! Rise and shine!
I'm gonna turn it down once I can. Almost there. Actually, no, she walks us out, so...
Morning, my darling. It's time to get up.
What?
Today's a very important day.
Actually, no, I
After
don't
all,
think she
it's not
walks
every
us. I
morning
forget.
you ask the king himself to give your big journey his personal blessing. This is what I've been raising you for all these years. Well then,
Compares the
shall we
videos.
get
Thank you,
going?
Caleb. I appreciate
Come
that.
on, follow me.
More on the way. Persona 5 soon. Yeah, Tales of Graces. I have high hopes for that, because so far, Tales of Graces looks really promising. System. There we go. Okay, now I will be good to go here. Let's try 4. And turn on the auto. Anything else? There's an option to zoom in the camera. I don't know why you would want to do this. But I guess if you want to zoom in the camera, you can. It might prevent some integer scale shit. Maybe. That's why. But I don't know. Yeah, Tales of Graces, so far from what they had shown in the one trailer, looked promising. So hopefully it stays that. And yeah, the volcano scene with Ortega. The one that was in, it was in NES and Game Boy Color. Why was Symphonia 30 FPS when GameCube was 30? Because back in the day they ported the GameCube version to the PS2, and that required tying shit to the frame rate. And since then they have been porting the PS2 version, PS2 to PS3,
Come on, dear.
and then
You know where the
PS3 to
castle
PC,
is. Straight
PC
on
to Switch.
now. Off you go.
Sucks.
And remember to mind your manners. I won't have the king thinking you've been dragged up.
All that work to oh wow, the buttons it says are correct too. All that work of tying shit to frame rate for the PS2 version, and now they can't undo it. But I don't know. Yeah, no, it sucks. Is there a way to make it 60 FPS? Lossless scaling on Steam? What is that? What it's called? And in other, yeah, lossless scaling. In other words, AI. There was progress on it but
Well
it's
met, child of Ortega.
frustrating because it is again, they tied physics to it, so it's not a really easy thing to just
Could not
port to
locate
60.
any of Ortega's belongings. I see. To think something out there is capable of besting a man of his caliber.
You're hearing a mod for it, right?
My husband thought long and hard before setting off. I'm sure he was at peace when he passed.
Doubtless your mother has recounted the tale of your father's final moments many times. When he fell into the maw of
The
that
GameCube had
accursed
its strengths.
volcano, the world lost a great man. However,
There was a...
we wholeheartedly
Generally, for
approve of your
multi-platform
wish to follow in
games,
his
the GameCube
footsteps
versions were
and
better.
set forth on the path of adventure, for it is what
Unless
he
it was
would have
ported from
wanted.
PS2 elsewhere,
And
like
only the child of
MGS2.
such a hero as he could hope to save our world. The foe we face is dire indeed. The archfiend Baramos. Many of the peoples of this world do not yet even know his name. And yet, his grip on our realm grows ever tighter. He must be stopped. No matter the cost, you must free us from the Archfiend's ever-encroaching tyranny. But alone, you will only meet the same fate as your father.
Oh, this
Go and
probably has
consult with
voice
Mistress
acting in
Patty
Japanese,
town,
doesn't it?
And use this to outfit the companions she has selected for you.
That's probably going to be a mainstay now. They're probably not going to get rid of that.
Allow me to proffer some guidance. You would be wise to seek out the thief's key, an implement that can open a myriad of the world's doors. Obtain it, and your travels will be that bit easier. But first, I suggest you heed His Majesty's advice.
PS2
and seek
content in the
like-minded
GameCube version.
individuals at
They should just
his
have source
party
code.
planning
I
place.
guess they don't have
Once
source
you have
code.
done
That's
so,
all I can imagine.
Try making your way to Reeve, a quaint village to the northwest of our fair kingdom.
I don't know, man. Bamco is just... How is Bamco when it comes to
You will now
remasters?
find Reeve marked
Not
on your
good.
map. Locating
Generally.
the rest of the realm's noteworthy
That's why
areas,
how
however,
Tales of Graces
is a
looks
task
is
I
really
believe
impressive,
best
because
left in your
historically
capable
Bandai Namco has not been
You simply need
good
to note down anywhere you happen to
at
visit.
remasters.
Be sure to see these places with your own eyes first, though. Otherwise, you'll likely forget to mark them on your map. And remember, your curiosity is an asset most valuable. Lend it an ear at all times, and you will surely benefit. However, remain wary, lest it lead you into trouble on occasion.
We expect great things of you.
Conversation, It's in the start. You're talking about a, nice. Alright, never mind. Yeah, we'll probably get FF Tactics at some point. They wouldn't have done Tactics Ogre without doing Tactics. What was I saying? Yeah, no, Tales of Graces looks impressive for being a Bandai Namco port, and that's what's weird. Bandai Namco really likes saving money. Because a lot of the shortcomings in their remasters just feels like they didn't want to put the work in, or they didn't want to put the money in. How's the Vesperia port? Actually, Vesperia is fine. Final Fantasy, correct. So, where do we go from here? I do want to see the Game Boy Colors. I think we should just do like a dungeon in... We'll progress after the overworld somewhere else. Like, I want to get to some battles, like fight like a slime in every version, and then we're gonna tone it back. I don't think we'll need to see the Switch version at that point. At that point, not the Game Boy Color, because we're not gonna get far. We're not getting to the minigame at this point. And then I guess the other ones can go, but hard to say if I want to take away the NES and SNES ones. But anyway, let's get back to it here. To also streamline, I do have a guide here I'm going to follow and walk through. Just so we also make sure I cover everything, and it also helps with checking what is different in the other versions, if they all can be played with a guide made for the original. But it'll help keep things consistent. Oh, right, yeah, we didn't go to the king in the other versions. Thankfully, it's not that long in the other versions as it is in HD 2D. Due to HD 2D being voiced and them pacing things out more. But at least they have scrolling dialogue here. That's cool. Interrupts the music with the sound, but... also in this version of the NES version, there's a strip of black on the left side. I don't know if you can tell from the stream that the game is offset a little bit to the right. Because this is a game that has it has horizontal and vertical scrolling, and because the game has horizontal and vertical scrolling, there's a line of garbage over there to the left. You can see what that looks like in Super Mario 3. Super Mario Bros. 3 on NES, because that's the first one of the Marios that had you on the same screen going up and down and left and right. Vertical and horizontal. Damn it. Let's see, check the dresser in your bedroom. What dresser? Oh wait, no, this was my room. We did wake up in this bed. Chat. Their game sells up to 200 or more. Yeah, I'm good on that. Last I checked, it was 150. It's ridiculous. Can you not examine it after you've already left? I'm curious about that, hold on. Oh Jesus, where are any of these? Falcon ports and remasters, too many of them. They're really like they're going all out on it, and it's insane that they are going to like catch up in the West. No, what's up with that? Is this referring to other versions? Here, load. Japan only. They are, there is a number of them of Trails games being localized. Not at the same pace though. But it's crazy and there's a lot of them. I hope to one day catch up. This is the time, what is it? The last one they announced in that Nintendo Direct? They announced it, they had a proper trailer for it in the Japanese Direct, but in the West it was in a sizzle reel. That was insane. That's the one they should go in on. Like that is has a huge potential for the series like really growing. And I would hope they would capitalize on that. Okay, let's go up here. Yeah, remaking Sky 1, yes. I think Sky 1 especially like localization. They should go all in on it. Like, take a big risk on it, because this is the point. This is where it could be the most successful. Oh, I'm... Chat, I think I need a manual. A stick. King will instruct you in the room to the left next to the throne. Seat in the dresser. Oh, hold on. We gotta go up. In the next room up there. Fake gamer. Correct. As I have said, if you want the info, I don't have the info for Dragon Quest 3, for any Dragon Quest game outside of 11. This is new to me. By the time of the port review, that won't be the case. But for now, we're flying blind, because if I had to prep for this, that would have taken up a lot of damn time. I do feel crazy though. Here, and they have a map too. Let's sit here for a sec. No, I'm going crazy, that's all. And that leaves out... Anyone that can chime in is more than welcome to help guide and keep us time saved. Trails games on Steam, and it's nuts how parts of the trilogy are on sale while others aren't, all because of different publishers. Oh yeah, it's a mess, to put it lightly. So getting some consistency would be nice. Thoughts on Golden Sun? Last time I got a GBA, when I was doing Crystal Chronicles, that's when I actually bought a GBA. And then I bought 3 of them. But I bought a GBA, and they threw in Golden Sun for free. That was really cool. But I still have to get to it at some point, though. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's just go. Not crucial anyway. I'm willing to believe that this is only... Wait a minute, hold on. No, that is important stuff. Yeah, green text indicates it's the remakes. Yeah, I should have figured. I thought it was just highlighting key items. No, that's a remake highlight. Alright, so there are no hidden items around the world. See, I'm telling you, this is how fresh we are coming into Dragon Quest III. Again, we're here for anything visual to be taken about this. In terms of analytical poor comparisons, that's gonna be later. But yeah, so there's no overworld, like, item pickups. At least certainly none of the ones right here are there in the first town. Anyway, I got a party plan. So let's go up here and make a party. Catching up on chat. As I was confused and doing all that confusion. So, this game has a class system, and it also works in that you, can make the characters yourself here as you're recruiting them. So it's all flexible. So anyway, for our party, first off, we're gonna have Tom. And he's a wizard. Otherwise known as a mage. Yes. I don't know if I cared about the names for the other ones. I can't back out. Gorge, you're in the party. Do you want to be a soldier or a pilgrim? Ted in all caps. We'll make the priest, Ted. Which I just spoiled that no matter what Gord said, he was going to be the soldier. Goof off. Ah, damn it. We'll make Ted the goof off. T. So, to my understanding regarding the goof-off, there is, I don't know if it was like that in the original, there is a chance they can become a sage? Sage being a very strong magic user. Everyone sound mildly displeased with Ted. Very weak and useless in the beginning, but gets powerful. So, Tom. Add all these checks and text boxes. I like that it's abbreviated to Goo. Ted the Goo. I like Magikarp. Well, it reminds me of, what's-his-face in Fire Emblem Awakening. Where he was just the kid with the pot on his head. But he has insane stat growth. So he's always worth having. Anyone else? Nope, that's our party. Yeah, the villager. Forget his name. I feel bad that I do. I guess that's par for the course. Donald. Yeah, Donald. Okay, so that's our party there. I really like that sprite for the goof-off. Let's catch up there from here. In SNES. Let's see, No. Damn, you move a lot faster. Wish the audio was more consistent in volume. I guess I can turn it up. It's just that it's gonna mess with the settings the next time I open this. Okay. So again, this is a fan translation. And it was done very long time ago. And then the fan translation more recently, a couple years ago, had a bug fix patch by a different team. So that would be the one to play. When do we meet Fuka? Soon. We won't. We will once again not end the stream until we get to Fuka. Oh, right, the items. Now that they are relevant. See what they mean now. Not that one. Did they mean up here? No, because they were locked on purpose, I guess. And well, hairy guy working on that just acts like a whim like that. You gotta see the vision. You must see the vision. Was there a different room I missed? Oh, yes, I did. These rooms. Yeah, those sound effects are so good and so classic. No, they moved search to over here. Bravo, you found it. What luck! Ah, I love the whimsical localization of Dragon Quest. The fucking what luck every time you find an item. That's peak right there. We're to the left to get the luck seed. Return to the first floor and search the 2 barrels. Are those supposed to be barrels? The PS2 Atelier games. Those are not barrels. Oh, there's the barrels. What luck? All right. Bravo. That's the good stuff. Okay. Let's mosey. Done there. Now we gotta go to the bedroom. Man, this walk speed is nice. This is a really pretty version. The music's great so far. That's not my room. What luck? Item. I'm gonna eat these seeds. Nice. This is what the seeds are used for, their stat bonuses. Your main character always has to be in the party. That's usually my criteria for who gets the stat boosts. Want Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I don't care for Twilight Princess, but I will buy a Wind Waker port day one. What I would like them to do is have a toggle, though, for the GameCube shaders. Like, the GameCube cell shading, by default, it's the Wii U version cell shading, but give an option for the original cell shading. I think that would be great. You can save here in the other versions other than NES. With this priest. Oh, we didn't, oh, I guess now we can address it. The, heavy removal of anything remotely religious in the NES version. Because, well, they called it Pilgrim. Tom. Pilgrim is priest. Oh, there's thief. Mage. He's mage. Do not let the CPU distribute the stats. Just know what's important for your class. So wisdom. And you have pitiful stamina. So let's boost that a bit. And yeah, I wouldn't count on Mother 3, which sucks. I would just say play the fan translation at that point. It gets a recommendation from me, the fan translation. It sucks that that's going to stay the case, but Gord, you are now going to be a thief. Choose. Oh man, what stats does a thief care about? This is also something I still had to look up, was does luck influence crits? I didn't really find a solid answer. Supposedly it does in HD 2D. I don't know if it did in the previous versions. Yeah, we'll get Ted in next. Ted, because Ted will stay our jester. Music issues, too much sampling. Reggie talked about it, right? Did he say it was music? Because yeah, I remember Reggie talking about it, and it wasn't really what you would have thought it was. No, you know what it was? It was just too late in the GBA life cycle. They did not localize Mother 3 because it was too far into the GBA's life cycle. They didn't want to bother with it. And this is Reggie saying this in his book after Nintendo, so zero influence from Nintendo. That's what it is. So at that angle, they probably wouldn't have gotten far enough into working on a Mother 3 translation to have seen the difficulties that would have been required for a Mother 3 translation. Because Mother 3 has some things that didn't necessarily age the best. And they would have had to figure those things out. Why it was important now is the music. Yeah, because it's... Wasn't Mother 3 on the Wii U eShop in Japan? Shit. I'm gonna also assume, yeah, agility and your luck strength should still be a bit high too. Ever get a Mother 4? No, I wouldn't count on it. Itoi does not work in game development anymore. That was like a hobby for him. You know, working on video games was a side quest. Ted. Yes, and then Jester. We do, yep. Choose stats. What the hell do we do with the Jester stats? Some strength would be nice. And probably luck. Yeah, I don't mind that. He seems happy. You can find Ted downstairs. No, we're done there. Enlist. Don't say that name out loud on stream. The East 1 and 2 ports, I want to do those too. And to my understanding, the East games are not very long at all. Like, for a substantial amount of them are not that long. This jester. It is a bunny girl if you go female. So yeah, we get away with a thief here. Comparatively to, Huh. Well, that made me realize it's the SNES music in the Switch port. Anyway, next up is Game Boy Color. Problem with East 1 and 2, there are so many versions. Oh, great. Oh, shit, we didn't even go to the king. There we go. Move even faster in this version. We are out at an hour 25, and we have not left the first town. So yeah, like I said, we're going to do all of the versions up until we get to the overworld and do some battles in the overworld. That will be about all I could take in terms of keeping up literally every port. Otherwise, if we want to get any further, we have to start cutting down what we're showing off. But for the beginnings of the games, I think it's important to show them all. But yeah. Should Dragon Quest 3 intro? Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, we were I was certainly taken aback by how good that intro was. That was budget. It was really weird to see a Game Boy Color game exhibit budget. I'd never seen anything like that on Game Boy Color. That's wild. Steam community posts and the GameFAQs post say that luck affects crit rates, but haven't found any calculations. I do know, yeah, it does for HD 2D. The question is, does it do it in the prior versions? And we were told in chat earlier that luck affects everything. By Mojal. And I will trust his word on that. I would like to save. Funny how the first 3 Dragon Quest games were 8-bit games, then they got 16-bit remakes, and then Game Boy ports were downscaled version of the 16-bit ones instead of NES. And it was extremely impressive that they did that. Yep. I do like how the fan translation leaned more into how they do Dragon Quest now in terms of localization. Okay. Will be a mage, yes. Yeah, the limited view to the lower resolution. Yep, I've noticed that. Please, for the love of God, let me pick him. Int. Bit. Pouchy's board. The minigame, yeah. That was the other thing is not only is it so like on par, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is not just content parody with the SNES version. It has a board game, like they added to it. It somehow added to it. Board. Thankfully that fits. The board game was SNES 1? It was? Huh. I had people referring to it in the Game Boy Color version. It's for sure not in all of them, because the minigame is not in HD 2D. Again, if we want the most accurate, that is true. But all like the actual correct info will be in an actual port review down the line. April thought of doing April Fool's video all the time. I would need a lot of time to dedicate it to it, because every idea I have would involve way too much work. And then I question if it's even worth it. But some of them would be funny. One thing I would like to do, I don't even know if I would do it as an April Fool's thing, is do the other info in I want to cover the changes of Final Fantasy XIV. There is no other versions to play. But Final Fantasy XIV has had so many changes. I think it would be really funny to go through them and present them in the same way I do the other games. And it would also be really damn interesting. All the time I'm catching myself going like, man, with friends, it's like, man, this used to be like this. In the last update, on Tuesday this week, they changed the bosses to Halatali. They've been changing the dungeons to they've been changing the bosses in old dungeons so that they can be fought with, so that AI, their programmed AI, can fight the fights. So they ended up homogenizing some of the bosses in those classic fights. I would say homogenizing, but they make them more predictable. Again, this version is 30 FPS only. There is no sprint. I don't know if there's a 1.0 vanilla server, a private server. I think it would be funny, but I don't think there is. 11 I would be extremely out of my element on. If someone wanted to do 11, that should be someone more familiar with it. This is frustrating to look through the OBS preview. But the game's only on my TV, so I have to turn to look at it. I was thinking about my TV, and I think I'm just gonna live with it, but my TV has a bunch of the LED panels, the backlit LED panels are starting to go. Which is kind of annoying. Know what luck? This sucks. So like if there's a game where it's an all-white screen, there will be parts of it that are not that are like dimmed. It's got like rows across the whole TV, and this is like a 64-inch TV. This TV is 64 inches. So it sticks out, those rows where it's just darker than the rest, because the backlight in them is dead. Or dying, rather. Which is my own fault. It's my own fault that they're like that. A CRT for retro games. I have one. My, what is it? My dad had a CRT that he kept in his office. My dad was a history professor at a college. So he would do the, you know, he had like hundreds of VHS recordings of a lot of stuff. And he'll go through it in not just taking notes, but also for presenting in class. So anyway, when he passed, I took the TV he had and he used, and it's also actually a really good CRT, so I'm glad I have this one. Yeah, it's actually a really good CRT. Emerson brand, if anyone's curious. I don't think it's one worth finding. It's not living up to a PVC at all, but it is nice. It's a TerraCore. No, I have not. I don't think I've heard of that. Let me go in order here. Tom again. Do it myself. There you go, Tom. Quite the sore loser. That's wild that they've said different things every time. Okay. Back to full name Gord Fox. Oops. Well, that's fine. And then it was agility and luck. A woman who was a librarian who recorded news on VHS. Yeah, he had a ridiculous amount. It just littered. And he was like, he didn't want us to get rid of it all. What are we gonna do with it? Yeah, he has a whole library, and that library we still have. Because we don't know what to do with the books. He has thousands of books. Thousands of books, hundreds of VHS tapes of stuff off like the History Channel. I don't know if any of it is worth going through, like as if it's something you can't find online today. I have no clue. I haven't been kept up with the History Channel's tracking. Ted. Whole government name there. They are now referred to as gadabouts, the jesters. And also priest. And martial artist. That's good. Nope. At least this goes faster. Man, that thief sprite is not having a good time. I don't know, man. There's something about that thief sprite. Do the classes matter, or can you beat the game with anything? In HD 2D, I have read is a little bit easier. I don't know how, though. You can change the classes whenever. Like, as you saw, we just recruited them. The games recommend... If you want, like, recommendations, the game straight... Is my color spacing wrong? No, it's right. The game starts you, this dude tells you, he gives you a party recommendation. Okay, never mind. You can change your team or you can change your class members, like, whenever. And the game starts with 3 by default in here if you just want to pick them up and rock them. Or you can set them on your own. I wouldn't know if you can get through with any team. I wouldn't, yeah, I just simply don't know enough to know if you can do that. But if you can't, you can change them, and you can just re-recruit them and go from there. You can make new characters to use even at midpoint in the game, right? And as I was saying, as I believe, and correct me on this too, you can alter the personality of your player character after the beginning of the game and all those questions. And the, as I showed it off earlier, when you're choosing the personality and going through this flowchart, you can still alter the outcome later on. Okay. Hero's a jack of all trades. Wow. Oh yeah, you'll see it when you go into it. It's wild. Anyway, we're finally here. And I can sprint. The crit rate for the first 8 games is a flat fucking 1 in 64 chance, with exceptions for martial artists and certain specific weapons. Huh. I still don't know if I believe that. There's no, actually, I wouldn't really care about as much for, the classic music at this point. If there was an option for SNES, the SNES soundtrack. Oh yeah, we already talked to him, that's right. Here. That's right, we already did this on accident. You could beat the party with no party. I bet in HD 2D you probably could, but I wouldn't know. On the lower difficulty, definitely, I would bet. Otherwise, I don't know enough to answer that definitively. So on Veilguard is so much. So here's the tavern in HD 2D. Opens the treasure chest. Which item kit would you like? The trouble-free travel kit with all those seeds in it. If you want it, or you can just, you know, you can choose not to pick this up. But we'll pick it up. So you get those nice freebies. Oh shit, I forgot the items. Let's go back. Shops, tutorials. You can record your progress in the adventure log by praying in a church or with nuns. This will allow you to pick up where you left off whenever you resume your journey. The game does autosave all on its own as well, however, these files are overwritten often, so do save manually from time to time. You can create a maximum of 9 save files. Just remember, fearless adventurers save frequently. Yeah, fucking work in retail over here with these acronyms. Do challenge run with 3's hardest difficulty, no party. Good God. You get more seeds, free seeds for pre-ordering. As I say in the description, shit, I don't even know if I pointed it out. I was given a code for HD 2D, as in the description. Let's see here. Wayfarer's clothes, that's different. This was supposed to be a luck seed. Interesting. Still an item in the same spot, but it was a different item. Localized Dragon Quest. This is on PC? Yeah, this is the PC version. Ridiculously low specs if you go and look at the Steam page. It had me really questioning why this game is on Switch, but it's not on PS4. And if you look at the specs, it's even more, like, confusing as to why that is. But yeah, if they could localize Dragon Quest X offline, that would be cool. There's also Denuvo with the PC port, if that is bothersome. Wait, where are the barrels? Here they are. Look at that, it's a mini medal. Look at that. I kind of like what luck the most. What luck was such a nice little phrase. Stuttering is no. Whoa, is it stuttering? It's not stuttering for me. It's a smooth 60. Actually, after the beginning, it hasn't done that pausing stutter anymore. I was seeing that. I'm not seeing stuttering anymore. Thoughts on PS5 Pro? Waste of money. I wish I'm not gonna buy one no matter what. But I hate that. Well, if you think about the games I cover, it probably isn't gonna matter or be relevant to anything. So that's fine. Maybe the stream. Smooth for me. Could be, yeah. Here. Seed of Strength. Was that what it's supposed to be? Yeah. They changed that luck seed. Do I have an antidote? Damn, I want to swap the Y and X buttons now. I want this to be the... This is Y. This is the left face button. This is the top face button. I wish it was reversed. And I can do that in Steam, but then it'll say the wrong buttons. I wasn't paying attention, but we didn't get an antidote herb either. Well. Whoa, the stats are inflated. Stats are inflated in that they are higher. Oh, maybe they're not. Maybe that's just from the thing I chose, my personality. Yeah, I got 6 coins. That's right. That's right. 8. We'll see once we recruit the other party members if stats are that inflated. Miscellaneous. 16, 11, 11, 4, 7. That looks like what we were seeing before. It's just that my strength being so high, and this is also post seeds for all those stats. That is what I was going for with the personality I specifically chose in here was high strength. It is intentionally a high strength build. I just didn't think it would be that high. Notice any frame hitching? Good. That's good. Let's go up here. Because I'm going to assume they still have the separated NPCs for this. With PALs, oh boy, another acronym. Fresh blood. Once again, Tom. You press start to get there faster. Little icons for everyone too. No more gadabouts. We're gonna have Monster Wrangler. Well, no, I'll make Gord the Monster Wrangler. So Tom, the Wizard, and you get extra appearance options. Tom keeps the hood up. Actually, that's perfect. Oh, damn it. He has white hair. Oh, great. Now we gotta go through all this. Oh, this was wanting to pick from here. That's a little bit inflated. He did definitely, even with the seeds, the mage was not getting that high. But the others are kind of right. Or maybe I forgot already. What else did I do? Stamina. 2 for stamina. 3 wisdom, 2 stamina. Wit. Personality, wit. That's what they're telling you when they do that. Choose their voice. Okay, well. Go comical, I guess. No. So they did offer the option to just take him right there. Kind of person you're looking for. I'm looking for another Tom. I'm looking for a Tom who's identical to the Tom we just had there. Except he has white hair. Wisdom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Comical. Yes. You take Tom with you? Yes. And then you can join the party right from there. Me creator of Smash. Gord. There is a mouse cursor support, and you get a little like, oh, here, let me make the cursor show up. So you get a little fancy feather cursor. This is a little bit unintuitive because you're still following that cursor, the little arrow marker there. Like you're still, where your place is according to that, not where your cursor physically is. So that's a little weird. So far, I don't know if that's really that intrusive though. All right, I'm covering my favorite JRPG, favorite RPG of all time. For sure, we have this stream, and yeah, I'm very hopeful in doing a proper port review down the line. Hopefully in December, latest January. Go with the wolf. Colors their hair. You can't see it. Do it myself. What stats would a monster wrangler want? They're pretty well-rounded here, except for wisdom and luck. I'll do 2 in strength, agility, and then 1 in defense. He is an idealist. He's got +5 stamina on Tom 2's seeds when Tom 1 only got +2. Nice. Good. There is some RNG involved there. There you go. He could be cool-headed. Yes, take him with us. Recruiting unless it's guaranteed, right? That's why there must be some forgiving degree to stats and everything with how much little RNG there is to it. Time for Ted once again. Ted will be a gadabout. There's the bunny girl. Well, this is the classic appearance one, but it is cool those options are there. Myself. Huh, they would have him have a high defense and stamina. That's interesting. I'll put 2 in those. I'll put 3 in luck, 1 in stamina, 1 in strength. Narcissist. Cowardly would be good. The Switch and mobile ports of DQ3. Oh, we've had them here. They're all here. We're getting to that. No. I think, because at this point, once we have a battle, I think we've seen enough of the Switch ports, so we don't have to keep going with that one. But again, it has been 2 hours almost, and we are just now ready to leave the first town, so I can't keep up with all 5 versions. It's about where we were. So, where's my controller? There. So now we're at this point, which is nice. The main point of Jester and Gadabout is that they become a sage more easily, so I pump their wisdom up. Oh, fuck. Well, I'm not taking Gord with me on my actual playthrough, at least not as a monster wrangler. I still have to plan that out. I haven't really planned out what I was going to do there. I'm just doing it here to show off the new jobs. Sorry, Gord. I usually do name these, when there's options like this, I just name them after friends. So I might end up doing that anyway, but I'll have to still think on it. Anyway, I'm just taking a breather, as I have been all over these games, trying to keep up. I got some emails. Okay, the emails are done. It was a free demo of SMT5 that just came out today. Vengeance. SMT5 Vengeance demo. Just went up. I have a friend baking Archon loaf from Final Fantasy XIV. Just looking at her progress on it. Okay. Exclusive to the demo. Yeah, how do you think Ted feels? So we will go through random battles, and I kind of want to. Oh man, this is hard. I feel like I should just, if I can't settle on anything, maybe I should just throw out everything and focus on HD 2D. I don't know if that comparing to the original is actually going to do as much, because if anyone's going to recommend something, I don't think a lot of people's first recommendations is going to be the NES version. I think it would be the SNES or maybe Game Boy Color, but it still also could be Switch. But again, this looks mobile. Let's just keep going for now, as it will not take long to just get some battles in. I forgot how slow moving it was. Oh boy. Oh, sorry, let me pull on my guide here since we'll be using it consistently. Let's see. Excuse me. There was basically nothing here. Okay, we get out there. I wish I knew what this map looked like. Finally. 6 slimes. What are the classes in your party? Jester, Mage. I don't remember what the third, Fighter. Yeah, Fighter. Or rather, Warrior. Warrior, specifically. Not Fighter. Blaze. I'm willing to bet those flashes are not in the, Virtual Console ports. And then in the SNES version and onward, we introduce Thief as it is new. Tom is dead. Well. And then Monster Wrangler is in, we brought a Monster Wrangler in HD 2D to show off. Well, hey, at least Ted got a level. Sorry, Tom. Let's go Hero, Knight, Fighter, Cleric. Into Cleric into Sage. And there is a Ghost Tom. Is this, Lucia's place? No. I'm very, no. I've read the guide entirely wrong. No. Outside, here we go. Okay. Lucia, context is what I just said. Lucia's place was the place where we were recruiting. So I'm further down in the guide than I think I am. Again, I'm using this walkthrough so that we can do everything consistently between the versions. And we make sure we show, like, as I was showing off, the items you could pick up. I was making sure we could see, like, the items you can pick up in the other versions. So we don't miss anything like that. And then we get to see that how things like how HD 2D changes the item pickups. Anyway. Let's see. So this is Reeve. This is the town of Reeve. There is a cave. I think we should, it looks like I should just do this cave, actually. I don't know if we'll do the full dungeon. For anyone familiar with this game, the Cave of Promontory. I could just do this as far as I go in the stream, right? It looks like the cave is just one floor. Wouldn't be too troubling to get through. Wouldn't be too difficult as a starting place before the tower. Definitely want a cleric. Oh, I got bad news. Showing it off might be good, though. I should have found the cleric. I should have found the church in that town, though. I probably should have found the oh, right, Tom died. This game is so cool, I wish they remade it. Good job, Gord, you got a level. Gonna bring Tom back to life. If I can, yeah. Because I don't want to go into that cave unprepared. Completely unprepared. Also, I've heard this game has a high encounter rate. I've heard that the encounter rate is intact. And here's the other thing, is if you're saying wizard class isn't very useful, that does apply to these other versions. HD 2D probably rebalanced everything. Well, I know it rebalanced a lot. I wonder if wizards... My point is, I wonder if wizards are better in HD 2D. Did more damage to the fighter than a wizard. Again, we were just doing this for the comparison's sake. It is a star. I do not believe that is a star in the original. In Japan. 10 pieces of gold. Yeah, we can afford that. There's Breath of Fire too. Oh boy. No. Any equipment I should buy? As long as we're here. Yeah, there is no pause. Yeah, there's this menu. 9. That's not your full HP though, is it? It is. Oh, wow, no wonder he died so fast. Jesus Christ, wizards are useless. Get a cleric and grandson. Well, we saw a wizard. Here's the thing, though. As context, I'm doing all the versions at once. And I do not have, several hours to go through all this. That's why I'm only gonna do the cave for each game, each version. And the point is showing them off. I don't have time to grind, but we will throw in a cleric. Here. The point is to show everything off within one stream. Alright, good luck, Tom. Yeah, I know. It's all about the time investment, though. Oh, Christ. We're doing... No, okay, it does change target. I was gonna say, you can only select slime. I just saw Ted... Oh, right. I forgot. Ted's a fucking jester. That's why he's doing that. I think Ted might have to go too, guys. I think we should swap Ted out for the sake of this stream that will last a single cave. We should probably swap Ted out too. Tom will be missed again. Sorry, Tom. Without a side quest. Again, once I get to the cave, I'm never playing the NES version until I play the other versions later. This playthrough ends at the cave. But alas. Oh, thank God. But I do agree, if certainly to save a little time, we should just upgrade here. There's defaults of all of them, aren't there? Talk. Leave. Sorry, Tom. Yes. Ted, you have served well, and you will still be in the other playthroughs. But this is harder to navigate. But yeah, I should ask then, was the SNES version Onward rebalanced at all? Is Wizard any better in SNES Onward? Don't we have a Pilgrim? What was my team? Check again. Stat changes, I believe the encounters give more XP and gold from SNES Onward. That would be a good change. Especially with the higher encounter rate. Make battles a little more worth it. If you want a fighter. Oh, right. Sorry, I get fighter because of the wording across the games. I get fighter and warrior confused. No. I'll have to go make a fighter. I will go with my OC. Because in any other context, she is a monk. God damn it. Well, whatever. No. I have the chance to. I wonder how those stats were. I wasn't looking. I wonder if I just messed up on that. Yes. Fighter. Female. There we go. I think Dragon Quest has too much whimsy to conform. Though maybe in that respect they would just simply have different ones. Anything else? No. Okay. I'm not going to the church. Alright, let's mosey. Leave Ellen and cross the bridge, then continue left. Follow the coast south. Oh, there it is. Let's see. There are 3 chests in here. This will be more than enough of the games to show off, frankly. No, yeah, you're a healer, yeah. Okay. Now that things are a little more managed here, we can get through this. Okay, yeah, so it is, of course, the system of if the target dies, you can't hit them. If there are more of the same type of enemy, you do hit them. But if there are different types of enemies, you do not get your hits redirected. White, blue. I mean, Gord could use a little healing, but... Oh. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Well, now I know. I have a spell? What the hell am I? The hero? What? Huh. Yeah, do it. I will now pay attention to the... no, sorry, I know, I remember what stats I gave myself. I am a fighter, not a spell user. I just was, forgot that I had spells. I forgot, you know why I forgot I was a hero? Is because the battles are in first person, so I don't see my own sprite. And we were just having all this talk about the other classes. So I forgot hero was a hero. Reminder part from 3, what was the other games you were planning to cover? Well, I'm in the middle of Persona 5. And then I will be done with Persona games for a good while because I'm so burnt out on SMT. After Persona 5 would be Dragon Quest 3. And then Xenoblade Chronicles X in the new year. We've also got, like, a whole bunch to still do, like Suikoden, Tales of Graces, still coming out. Oh, there's so much. Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Gord, for the love of God, do not die on me. Okay, thank God. Oh shit, what decides turn order? Is it random? Oh, good shot. Good shot. Which Suikoden? They're doing 1 and 2, right? 1 and 2 HD? Medicinal herb. Nice. Agility decides turn order. Okay, cool. I do prefer that to fucking random. It's actually impressive that they were able to fit text like this in-game, too. Like, man, if they handled Final Fantasy like this, 1 through 3 would have been pretty damn different in terms of localization. But they do have absurd limitations to work within. I am also spell here. Yeah, I could have just done that the whole time. Oh well. There's no way that flashing is still in the the Virtual Console versions. That's all the HP you have. Well, how much MP do you still have? 3. Okay. Good enough. Search. Wayfarer's Clothes. That's the item we found in HD 2D where the Lux Seed was. There are stairs there. Yeah, no Octopath graphics. For Suikoden 1 and 2. I missed an answer. Was SNES rebalanced? Because they're talking about, let's see here. Yeah, the XP changes. Okay. $16 pieces of gold. Nice. For menus. Oh, I like this silly little menu. Now, I have an attachment to this. I think it's cool. And also Zorka's Peak. Oh. I have made a grave mistake. Yeah, I have made a grave mistake. We're gonna cut that off there and move on. SNES time. That entrance to that area will be a good, like, benchmark. Oh my god, that's so much better. Alright, let's save before we head out. That'll be where all the versions cut off, as well. Unless I feel like keep going in HD 2D. Favorite job class? No, because I am inexperienced with this game. This is... And I did some preliminary research, and of course by the time I do the full port review, I will be familiar with the entire game and have played it. For now, no, I'm pretty blind, so I don't have favorites right now. Refreshing the Tom death count now. Ooh. We have stepped it up. Tom has the same HP as Gord. Can't be that terrible, right? Yo. Good damage. Yep, Super Famicom. It was never officially translated. This is a fan translation. There was a fan translation, and then there was a bug fix patch for the fan translation, released in 2021? And that version is the fan translation you would want to play if you play this version. 2 damage. Oh god. Nice. Two damage. That's right. Do I have any items? Nope. Alright, good luck, Gord. Don't die. Nope, Gord's safe for another turn. That's probably the only one he needed to get through, too. Man, I wish I had a healer. You having a nice week? Yeah. Busy. I haven't, many distractions. Also, I really like what they did with this cave here. There's always criticisms for the Mario All-Stars collection on SNES and how the graphics don't thematically make as much sense. They still look good. I do prefer the All-Stars versions of Mario 1 through 3. But I do get where people are coming through there. But anyway, how this looks on a cave, this makes sense. Three damage. Oh man. Well, I think we can get through the cave, but I don't think Tom or Gord are gonna make it. So, wish them luck. As they're almost there. They're almost out. Okay, so you can't walk over chests in this one. So this is, you stand in front of them now. Bravo, you found a medicinal herb. Nice. Gord, I need you to smoke this. You have 9 HP. That was, man. I feel like the first stat I should have put the seeds into for everyone would have been health. What spell do I have? Do I get? I don't have any spells yet. 3DS version of Dragon Quest XI, you could see the sprite style again because they based the past games off the SNES remakes, right? Yeah, I like how this remake looks on Super Famicom. This is pretty cool. I'm glad we're getting this far because I am for sure getting a bit hungry. I wonder what I will have for dinner. Search. Traveler's clothes. One more chest. You got this, Tom. Holy shit, Tom, you're not getting out alive. Fuck that. Well, I wonder how far back my rewind goes. Alright, we did it. We were not getting through that. 56 gold. That's a big step up. We had 16 in the last one, right? It was 16 gold in there, and this one's 56. Okay. Am I on the stairs in NES? Yeah. Alright. Game Boy Color time. Your quest in the field log? Oh, well that's good to know. Is that a quick save? Is that like a quick save, right? Immediately, let's Right, we have Thief. Tom is going to be swapped out with the Cleric. Dismiss. But Tom will be in my actual playthrough. So, even if he's not with us in spirit. Actually, no. Sorry. We should dismiss, our Jester. No. Tom, get back in here. You can stay. Dismiss. Get rid of, Ted. Sorry, Ted. For the fact that we do, like, a single floor of a single dungeon, let's get by on, Cleric here. Nick. Nick, you have snuck your way into the playthrough. Congrats. Tom will stay. Tom will return in Avengers 4. Quick save for being a portable game. Yep, that's a good touch. Four Ravens is a lot. Oh shit, the animations are still there. That's insane, dude. Wow. That's so impressive for Game Boy Color. For how expansive this game is, that's crazy. Tom, don't die. I gotta say, if I had a Game Boy Color or that, well, I do have a GBA. In fact, I have 4 fucking GBAs. Tom died, great. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I would totally play this on a handheld. I would absolutely play this and enjoy this on a handheld. And here they're coffins. So that's crazy. They they didn't censor the religious stuff in the Game Boy Color version. That would sure as hell would not have flied in the in the NES version. Where's the church? Drake, where's the church? I found it. We have a dead guy. Tom. Yes. Summon the soul of Tom. I play Tom in attack mode. Let's mosey. Let's save, and then mosey. Multiple save files too, actually, for Game Boy Color? That's crazy too. I'm pretty sure I feel like Pokemon did it out of a... No, it couldn't have been limitations. That was purely a choice for only one save in Pokemon games. Alright, can we make it? Good luck, Tom. Cast Blaze, cast Heal on Gord. Because I'm pretty sure Gord has more than 7 HP. Oh boy. Yeah, well, that was still a good call, I guess. Nice. Damn. Tom took 3 damage. For Pokemon, they said it was for naming Pokemon that they only give you 1 save. Interesting. But of course, that's not a limitation anymore. Now it's just... Well, I mean, now it doesn't matter because you could just have your saves tied to your Switch profiles. So... Nice. Oh. So I believe in... No. Here we go, is the B button. In Dragon Quest 3, when you level up, it heals your HP. It restores you to full HP. Well, yeah, it's based on, as if we needed any more confirmation, it's based on the SNES version. Man, I love how fast you move. What a good decision that was. Oh shit, Tom needs healed. Tom, you're gonna need to just avoid 2 slimes. Ah, damn it, Tom. Well, there's nothing to heal now. This ain't Saga. I don't think I'm gonna take Thief. Oh. Slime metal. I have to assume that's also what that would have looked like in SNES. Herb. Oh, Tom! Oh, yeah. Sorry, Tom. Why do you have Tom in your party? He's my friend, and he is a wizard. He is my friend that is a wizard. IRL. Not an IRL wizard, but... Yeah, everyone else is fine. It was the first thing I thought of with how they called the mage wizard in the NES version. And when I hear the word wizard, I think of Tom and his little VTuber character. Use your friend Tom, who is a coffin, not a wizard. Tom is definitely a wizard IRL. He turned a manatee into a dog. He did, in fact, do that. In my actual playthrough, I will not be... Well, you see, the thing is, in HD 2D, the wizard could fare a lot better, probably. And I guess, in fact, we're gonna see that. Hopefully. If I was going any further than this, I would care more about it. But we're not going any more further than this, so it's not a huge deal. It is something I will have to keep in mind, though, of course. But that will be for an Austin who, knows more things better. Yep, Cleric's still gonna be better. For sure, there's the Priest will be on my team in HD 2D. In my full playthrough, Priest will absolutely be there. Oh shit, Hero died. Now we will test how far the rewind goes. Actually, wait, that's all the further I needed it. Oh no, I'm still dead. Oh, fuck. Damn, I wish this rewind was faster. Wow, I missed a lot of people going live. Oh, I did heal. Did I really? And I thought I attacked. No, okay, yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, Gord's gonna die now. I'm sorry, Gord. That might have been the best outcome. I don't know how else to say it. No idea why it was called a pilgrim in the NES version. Oh no, that wasn't a well, the reason it's called pilgrim is because the religious themes were taken out of the NES version. There were no, they took those out, and as they did with many NES games, right? Chad, I don't think we're getting out of this fight. Yeah, so it was, NES was censored, so. Cleric is not a religious term. Oh, we did it. Okay. That's it for Game Boy Color. I think it gets an association, and that association ends up under the umbrella. I don't know, you have to take that up with someone else. Okay, it stares at the end of the game, good job. Again, let's go get a priest. Right, don't need to go up there again. Sorry, Ted. All right. Google search result of cleric definition, a priest or religiously. Oh, hold on. I can't keep saying these words because I will flag the YouTube video. I do not trust that anymore. With all the videos of, we've had streams on Go to Bedcast. All the Go to Bedcast streams are on YouTube. We get flagged for the dumbest shit said 5-6 years ago. We have videos get flagged. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's never gonna be a human that reviews that stuff. There is, when I do the full port review, there is a symbol in the NES version I doubt I could show on screen because YouTube's gonna flag it. Of course, we're linking to the cutting room floor. You can see it there if you want. Yeah, it's really just the character sprites in this version. I mean, I still think the SNES version has more charm than this too. But again, when we do this like preview like this, we're not really getting a whole lot of detail. Like, I don't know what content parity is between any of these versions. Nice. Huh. That's weird that it will, like, go into battle here. But then when the battle ends, it has to fade all the way out. How's our health doing? Pierre is scaring me. Oops. He had 2-8. Okay. All right. Oh, so yeah, this is tactics. So is this the first? I haven't changed it in the other games. So is this the first time they had Dragon Quest III had tactics? So far, it's working out. They're doing exactly what I would have done. So whatever. Tom got healed there. That was nice. Tom's using Frizz. Poof. Yeah, this no four-way motion, this 30 FPS. Actually, now I have a free cursor, so... From the Game Boy Color version, there's also a second post-game dungeon, the monster medals that you need to enter. Chad, for anyone that would know, so is this saying that second post-game dungeon is not in the Switch version? How many versions are we playing? 5. More than I should have committed to, but fuck it, we're this far in. Sorry, we're doing 5 versions and Subway Surfers. HD, you're playing on? It's the PC version. It's the Subway Surfers right there. I had it prepared. Good bit. Anyway. That hurts. Imagine if I had all the audio from them going. All 5 versions and fuck. And it's capped to 30 FPS on PC. No, it's capped to 60 on PC. Oh, this is this version. This is capped to 60 FPS, the HD 2D. This one, I'm sure there'll be something to remove it, but it's 60 FPS. This version is on Switch. It's a mobile port. This is locked to 30 FPS. I don't know if on mobile it's still 30. But on Switch, this version is 30. Though HD 2D Remake on Switch, I'm gonna bet that that's also capped at 30 on Switch. But PC? No, not the case. I bet if we go on PC Gaming Wiki right now. PC Gaming Wiki, Dragon Quest. Start my attack. Man, I enjoy the tactics a lot. Dragon Quest 3. Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remake on PCGamingWiki.com. There is no info yet. Okay. Well, we'll see where that goes. It is single-digit hours since the game released, right? So... down here and to the stairs. God damn it. Yeah, I did hear the AI was widely regarded for Dragon Quest as a series. It was used for the speeding up and getting through cannon fodder. That's what I did in Dragon Quest 11. Was auto battle through these battles, and then for the bosses, take control. I don't remember if it was this version I'm thinking of, but there's... I think it's in HD 2D, where, if you put items in the inventory of your other characters, they will use those. The Tactics AI will use those items. If I am recalling that correctly. Okay. 1 version left to get this far. Also Subway Surfers. Okay. This version, let's say... Oh, wrong controller. Let's say fuck it and just go in. Because I'm not expecting this version to be... This version probably is not as difficult. Oh, right. Yeah, we're good. We also got autosave, so we're good. Oh, you're here. They moved her out here. Interesting. And functionally also the same NPC for Resurrection, Purification, Benediction. You'll have to go all the way to the church. On Switch because I placed the pre-order, I don't trust my PS5's disk drive. Yes. Work in the corner, chat, don't say that. If you're feeling a bit lost, press X to get a good look at the map. It'll show your current location and give you a good idea of your surroundings too. Uh-huh. Show objectives. Gather information in Reeve. Hold on, let me look at the town. Also, that overworld town was cool. Wow. Okay, so it's not like the, it is not like the maps in Dragon Quest, or sorry, in Final Fantasy where the pixel remasters where it literally shows you every item and chest. Rather, every chest. What inspired you to do these port comparison videos to begin with? When I wanted to play Final Fantasy IX on Switch, and I saw how the... When I tried to look up info on Final Fantasy IX as it released on Switch, and I saw how it... I saw how it performed on Switch, and I'm like, I'm not gonna play this version. So if I'm not gonna play that Switch version of Final Fantasy IX, I wonder which version I should play. And then I Googled it. And then I didn't get a fucking answer. So then I made the video so that other people could... If I'm looking for it, everyone else must be looking for it too. And then at that point, it was like... If the Switch... Also, there's a lot of enemies. If there is a version recommendation I would find, it would be nice to also inform people of that. So it started with Final Fantasy IX because of how bad the Switch port is. If the Switch port of Final Fantasy IX wasn't bad, I probably wouldn't have started making these videos.
All right.
And despite... I like that despite me lambasting the Switch port in the video, Square, the contact at Square was still like, yeah, we can give you codes. That was very nice of them to not blacklist me for having, for literally, that wasn't even the opinion of trying it, you know? And that was very nice, because that saves me a lot of money. But anyway. There is maybe hope for Final Fantasy IX in the future, but that is not soon. Original... sorry, looking at text. The only thing about the original is that fucking camera every time at the beginning of every battle, and you can't skip it. That is the only thing that would keep me from playing the PS1 version. The fact that every encounter has to start with that absurd camera panning shit. That's a bit much for me. Also, I was not looking at my health. Okay, we're fine. Tactics is fight wisely. Yeah, fuck it. They would be picking the same things I would be picking anyway. Yeah, I have too much to do. I don't have enough time to sit through that animation on every single random encounter anymore, unfortunately. If you survive Legend of Dragoon, you could probably survive OG FF9, maybe. I know if I was younger, I probably wouldn't. I probably would have been fine with it. If I was younger, I probably would have enjoyed Final Fantasy 12 even without skipping. Or fast forwarding, rather. But in Final Fantasy 12, that shit was so, like, egregious that they still put in a fast forward feature on the PS2 version. In Zodiac Age PS2. Villain origin story. I appreciate it, Luke. Notice the problems in the Switch port of 9. No, probably not. Well, I don't have anything to compare it with, actually. When I was growing up, there were no HD remasters. I can't think of anything comparable. Because if I played something, it would have been like Mario All-Stars. That one's... Mario All-Stars would be, I enjoyed Mario All-Stars, as I said earlier. So that wouldn't have been a good example. No, I probably wouldn't. You know why? Because I originally played TF2 on a fucking 2006 Gateway laptop, which, as that was close to when the game came out, that was playing the game consistently at like sub 30 FPS. It did not look good. You had to use the INIs to get the game to look like DirectX. If Final Fantasy IX was good, and it is, I would have suffered the Switch port perfectly fine, because it's just a good game. At the same time, though, there are other options. Yeah, it was the box with the cow spots. Games was such a terrible TV as a kid. Oh, I did too. I did not have a LCD TV through most of the time with the Xbox 360 and PS3. And when I did, the sound didn't work. So I played all of Uncharted with no sound. Like, yeah, these characters sure are saying stuff. Wonder what they're saying. And eventually, I got a TV. That was also nice. And then that TV died. Bad version of a good game is still a good game. Right, it works the other way around too, but yeah. There is, like, for games like that, there is a reason Final Fantasy IX is so coveted, you know? There's a reason Final Fantasy VII is so coveted. But there are still things like, there's those things, and this is another inspiration, is things like how, the Final Fantasy VII pre-rendered backgrounds are so fucking blurry that you can miss details and they just look worse, you know? And that's, you could play any other version and it's better prior to that. You could play the PS1 and they look better. So having new players come into Final Fantasy VII and thinking, man, these backgrounds really suck. What an archaic game. And that's not really the case. It was just the... Yes, this is the PC version. We got a cursor and everything. Wow, if I was not on this version, I would not be worried about it. Well, we all have a ton more HP than we did on the other versions, but we're doing about... Let's see here. No, yeah, we're doing a lot more damage, too. I want to see the enemy take a hit. 4 damage. Well, again, I have an absurd strength stat right now. I have over 30 strength right now. So it looks to me like HP and MP were inflated a bit. Jesus, Tom has 40 MP. So it looks to me the stats aren't too terribly inflated, but HP and MP seem to be definitely increased. Seem to be. I don't have hard numbers or anything about this. This is all just observation. And the Sonic Heroes PS2, Grandia 2 kind of PS2 kind of situations. Or Mega Man X Command Mission. That's another one. Or Tales of Symphonia, as we were talking about earlier. Yep. In this version, Now that everyone's leveled up, we'll get to see it. Chimera Wing. In this version, when you level up, it restores HP and MP together. So I wonder what's for dinner. The map. Well, this part is technically different. We'll have to get lower into the map and see what's going on here. Oh boy. Well, again, don't really mind this because we're playing a much easier version of the game now. He lands badly and grazes his knee. Well, at least Ted didn't take damage for it.
Just a moment.
Yep, Gord used an item. Switch had about this much HP? It did? Shit, you know why I wasn't paying attention to that? Because of the AI. Well, while this is going, I'm gonna check. Oh, they're escaping. None of the enemies ran away in the other versions, did they, during these fights? No, these HP, it's still higher than the Switch version we were just looking at. Well, yeah, a little lower. This is still higher than those ones. Ah, here's the cave we're familiar with. Wildly drastic design, but that's interesting. They put that little passageway in. Oh, that passageway wasn't technically in the original, too. It was just stairs in the top right, and you go to the stairs in the bottom left. And now it's a little circle. So that's a cool, like, recollective way of doing it. I guess just to try to make these environments specifically more natural looking for the art style. Yeah, Switch was higher. Switch had a higher health than the Game Boy Color one, and this has higher health than the Switch. Again, like the most like well-researched info will be in a full port review. For now, though, we've not much going on about, not much to go off of. I think because of the AI, we would have had to, it already lets you redirect attacks. I don't think I was paying attention to that, though, until after NES. I wasn't paying attention to that after NES. Nice crit, Gord. I'm fairly blind. I've been impressed. I was impressed by when we were looking at the Game Boy Color version. Yeah, I was impressed. Tom reached level 3. HP 32, MP 52. And yeah, fully restored. No, those are just, they put little like areas to the left there for aesthetic. Man, this might be longer than the original just because of this. These areas are kind of expanded a bit. I may have gotten spoiled on how fast you move in the SNES version. Oh, right, you can sprint in this version, though. I keep forgetting that. We'll see if the sprint helps. In the meantime, I'm gonna... Oh, I can't, because if I click out, it's gonna mute the game. In the meantime, I am hungry. And I cannot wait to eat after this is done. Do so much with this encounter, right? Right. For sure, that's probably why the encounter rate's mentioned in the reviews for the game too. If you're moving faster, you're taking more steps, you're increasing the encounter rate.
Okay.
You're going to get more encounters per second with sprint. Turn the minimap off in my playthrough, not sure how I feel about it. Sometimes I feel like the game's a little too zoomed in. I was wondering, is it zoomed in by default on the console versions? And by that, I mean, if you go into the settings for the game, there is a zoom in option for the camera. I was wondering if the other versions default to the zoomed in look. Which is to say, if you think it's that zoomed in, you can make it worse. But yeah, on top of the map designs being for looking more natural in this environment, I could see that, like, they're not designed for seeing as much right away. They're designed with having a mini-map in mind. So yeah, you can zoom in even more. But the default is normal. It's not zoomed in by default. At least on PC. I could see that being a console thing, but I have no clue. Right, we're just going up this way. Wait, right? Oh, fuck that. I got food to eat. I'm not sitting through that one. Crazy for that one. It's a seat. What? Look at that. A seat of defense. Yeah, look at that. Is pretty good. Man, I have to say though, the SNES version really floored me with its charm. I wonder if the message speed option will speed this up, because it's hanging on text for a while. Like that time between when it says Gord attacks and when he physically does attack. That's a bit long. Fast is the only way. Oh, I can speed it up? Let's do that. After this battle. I was gonna say, this is too slow. Maybe a SNES would be preferred platform, right? Which is also why we gotta, like, you know, get more into it. Press RB before choosing. Oh shit, that's right, yeah. Well, I'm glad you told me that too. Cause yeah, you could always do that. You could do that in 11 as well. Change that mid-battle. Of course. Well, now I'm here, I might as well do it. Speed of battles. Let's try ultra fast. See if that's too much. Where's that other chest? Don't tell me they moved it all the way to the top right there. Well, I do want to get another battle in. That's better. It's a bit too fast. I don't like that it speeds up their sprite animations. So maybe fast would be a good way to know it. Maybe on fast the sprite animations won't be too noticeable. Well, let's also at the end look at our stats and compare to how far we've gotten. Though right now HD 2D will have more battles just because I have to go out of my way. Oh, here it is. Good, thank God. Look at that, a medicinal herb. There we go. Let's see how that is. I also forgot immediately that you could change that mid-battle anyway. Cool. Yeah, now that I'm... For the most part, these sprites being sped up at fast speed isn't too noticeable. This is just what the normal speed should be. But whatever. I heard people didn't like how when you get to choosing, it becomes first person. But before this, at the menu selection, it's third person. I heard people didn't like that. I think also because if we turn tactics off, let me turn off tactics. Because people are also probably doing it like this too when they complain about it. One more encounter. No, you still pick at once. Yeah, this should just be the default speed. The battle should be animated in third person with first person as a nostalgic option. I think it would be cool as an option. Yeah. I liked how they did the option of it in 11 a lot. With staying in a line or not being in a line. That was a really cool idea. Tom is somehow gonna die, isn't he? Oh, nope, Gord saved him. What's crazy is we're seeing how like slow that is in English. It doesn't even need to be that slow in Japan or Japanese. Actually, I do kind of recall that, right? The way Dragon Quest is... Am I remembering that right? Dragon Quest is written how it's written because it's almost like learning? I feel like I'm misremembering that. You can store all kinds of objects in your seemingly bottomless bags. That said, you won't be able to rummage through the items or equipment while in a fight, no matter how neatly you pack. In short, if you think you'll need to call on something in a battle, keep it on your person. Well, this looks very different. There's not even any water. There is, it's just over there now. Solid 60 on Steam Deck. That's not surprising with how, like, you look at those requirements, they're pretty damn low. So that's good to hear. Hopefully the, I forgot about the Subway Surfers. I hope the scaling isn't too noticeable. B. What an interesting choice. Yeah, the other areas comparatively have fared better. But yeah, check the stat scaling, so let's pull those up. Granted, we also got to keep in mind, not everything was under the same circumstances, so there will be deviation in status. We are gonna have to go individually here. That's pretty funny, the songs are almost that close together. There we go. Status. I keep forgetting the NES only had 2 buttons on it. No. Yeah, status, info. Shit, we just have to do the hero because I kept switching up everything on the other characters. And this is to keep in mind with this that all of them have the same personality except for the Switch one. Not Switch, HD 2D. I went with a different personality on HD 2D. Which now that I'm doing all this, I regret. but no, yeah, no stairs found. Info, Austin. Oh, I don't even need to go that far in. Here it's a lot easier to switch between them. So we'll leave that up. They can't do that transparency here, so fade to it, info, Rick. This shows their level 2, right? Where's their level? Let me go back and see their levels so that we have a little more perspective. Level 2, so on NES, level 2 with those stats. Level 1? We didn't level up at all? I swear we had level ups. Wow. Level 1? Number 9? Level 1. Well, this was 3 though. Thanks for sticking around, Donnie. I appreciate it a lot. We are gonna look here quickly and then the stream will be wrapped up. But yeah. Level 2. So we got the level 2 on Switch. No, not a portable like Switch or Steam Deck. Yeah, especially because this runs so well on Steam Deck. That's probably why they prioritize Switch over PS4, actually. In all honesty, I could see that. Sorry. Equipment? Did it put it in equipment? No. Abilities? No. Miss? Status. They tucked it away into miscellaneous. And in HD 2D, we're already level 3. So now I get to pull this out and look at it, so. And again, HD 2D is a different personality. So, and that one has the strength boosted. That's why the strength is so high on the Switch version. If it wasn't, it would probably be closer to where, like, resilience is. It probably would have been high teens, early 20s. If I didn't choose that. Max HP 54. Yeah. Oh, sorry, GB Game Boy Color is not a... There. Why the Endless Runner? Just to overstimulate. Anyway. 15 HP. Even that's a little more, and that's still a level 1 too. I mean, but there is randomness to it. That's the other thing, is this is still like never a perfect comparison because there is still some element of RNG to the stats, regardless. So, at least I'm pretty sure there is. So can't read too much into that. Oh no, the HP is higher on NES. And it went from 19 down to 15. And then, shit, SNES was way up. Interesting how that happened. But we're still level 1 on SNES. That's interesting. Does the difficulty in HD affect XP? Yes. It does tell you that on the difficulty select. You get less XP and less gold from battles in the draconic difficulty. I'm willing to bet that might, if the lowered XP probably puts it more in line with the other versions. Considering that one, we got to level 3. And we did do more battles here, though. We did do more battles in HD 2D. That's another factor to consider. There was too many variables here to take anything like completely objective away from it. There's way too many variables at play. But yeah, it would feel like at this rate, Draconic might feel more like the original, even with the stat inflation, which is mostly just HP. Yeah. Well, anyway, this has been an interesting experience. It's only been 3 hours. I feel like the Persona ones were worse. But hey, I'm starving. I gotta get back to Persona. And then we will get back to Dragon Quest III as like a port review. I gotta apologize. I don't have the most research or expertise of Dragon Quest III right now, so the limited like info we gather from this is just looking at it together, pretty blindly. So it's very limited. Yeah. Got to Persona on my PS5, and then I have to get back to Persona Royal on my PS5. And then I have to get back to Persona Royal again on my PS5. There's a lot. Anyway, so I'm gonna get back to that and, well, right now enjoy my night and eat something. I don't know what I'm gonna eat yet. We'll see. Anyways, thanks everyone for tuning in. And until next time, thank you all for the continued support.